Here we go.
Hello, friends, fans, and followers of Radiance Originals. Welcome back. Now, you might be thinking, did Clover get a prescription for Ozempic and got a facelift?
Give me a hug.
Bitch, you look like a fucking man and you need that facelift and get rid of crow's feet with that fucking
You'd be thinking wrong because it's only me, Indigo Blue, and I will be filling in this episode for Clover to host none other than the Roundup Honey. Oh, it feels so good to say that. Okay, so now our special guest this episode was able to charm the socks off you with his explosive personality. It's Elijah the Bull Rider. Come on in, Elijah.
Hey y'all, what's up?
Yes, hello, Elijah. Come here, sit next to me.
All right. Move my ass down. Hey.
Period. So, Elijah, how are you? Before we get into all the drama that is, you know, Route 666, I want to know, like, what are the life updates? Like, give me all of it.
Really good. Oh my god, I think we filmed Route 66. 666. Oh my gosh, I got into college.
Oh my god.
I've been in a music video. I have been to pre-screenings around the Boston area. I've been doing really good right now.
Damn, bitch, you have your shit together. Music videos and all. I'm gagging. Okay.
Well, yes.
Well, yes. So, Elijah, that is amazing. And, like, before we get into all of it, like, before we get into everything, I just want to say, I'm all of you. You truly are just one of a kind. Like, from working with you on season 1, as if you did not know, which you should, Elijah is value our vote taker. But yeah, no, I've loved you ever since. I think you bring such a great energy to Escaping. Like, I feel like that's like really your bread and butter. You know what I'm
Thank you so much.
But I do have to say, like, how proud of you I am.
Untuck and just start pulling each other's dick.
For me, as someone that worked closely with all the cast and whatever, it was just really nice to work with you. I think you're just someone that has such a good energy about them that I was like,
thank you.
Really intrigued. Yes. So, yeah, I mean, it was just great having you there.
Oh, thank you. That's really kind. I'm so, and it was honestly really great to be there. I mean, with Route 666 as like my last Discord project. I mean,
this was actually
my last
Discord
project. I mean,
so that's why at the end of
I felt like when it came to Radiance, this was like the one place where I was like, if I'm going to be leaving Discord and entering my adult life, I think this is the proper place to do it because I'll be surrounded by people who not only understand where I'm at in my journey, but we all understand each other. I think Route 666 was a very understanding and caring experience overall with everyone because there are people from different points and places in the community who've been in the community for a short while, who've been in the community for like decades, such as Kimmy and I. And I think that overall the experience was just like an amazing footnote, and I'm very happy to have been a part of it. Thank you so much.
Of course. So, Elijah, let's get into your journey. So let's talk all things first, episode 2. So you were one of the 4 involved in the first death challenge where you volunteered to help Triss out. On that, you talked a little bit about your choice in the confessional, but like, tell me, like, what gave you the confidence to volunteer like that?
I mean, I think what it really was in the moment is that it wasn't necessarily confidence, because I truthfully wasn't feeling confident. I played it up for a confessional, I'm gonna be honest. But I think the main thing was that, like, nobody else was going to stand up for Triss. And even if I was mad at Triss, if I was in Triss's shoes, I know that I would have at least wanted someone to stand up for me. Because, like, imagine being voted into a challenge and everyone's clamoring to be the partner for the other person, and then when it gets to you, it's crickets. I mean, that's pretty disheartening in the first place.
That moment right there really just reflected, like, who you were. And I love that the fans kind of got to get a glimpse of, like, who Elijah is and, like, what kind of person Elijah is, which is just, like, someone that's, like, really nice, endearing, just, like, wants to help the group out. And I thought that was just such a really nice moment that you had with Triss. And, you know, although it ended quite short because you ended losing 3-0 against Deb and Abby, but
I stood up for him. I never said I was going to win.
Right, exactly. There was no commitments, but losing your partner Triss, like, how did that feel after all that drama?
I mean, like, I know it sucked for both parties because, like, you know, Triss was dead and I was going to come back to a group that was going to be upset, and they justifiably were. But I think it was more of just, I was disappointed in the moment because I was like, oh wait, I can actually like kind of do this. I will say that Tris and I managed to like rehash things and fix things later behind the scenes, and I think that that was just an amazing experience. We were able to work through that together, and whatever came about from episode 2, I mean, it definitely didn't stick.
The relationships that you've all built in the cast server and everything, I just think are really cute. Like, you can see that people are actually becoming friends and just like having a genuine respect for each other. And like, Radiance Originals, like, it's such a journey, and you've already been through it like as an actor in season 1. That, you know, going from playing an actor to, you know, then going on to season 2 competing. I want to know like more about that. Like, how was that transition for you? Like, how did that change?
Oh my gosh. Well, I think going from an actor to competing was a little bit of a wild experience because I had already seen it from a behind the scenes perspective, and like knowing what's going on with Radiant season 1, I was like, okay, I feel in the know, but like I think I was kind of thrown into the fray for like the first time that I ever have been in an escape night, because like I've done many an escape night before. I've done many a Roblox, I've done many a Minecraft, I've done many a different sorts of escape nights all across. But I think what made Radiance so different was within that transition, there was so much that was added, and like I didn't realize just how little I was going to know until I got into the server. Like, they did not tell us anything, y'all. I didn't even know what my card was going to be until like a week before. Like, when I tell y'all, they didn't tell us any information, and so I was like, oh my gosh, is this what it feels like to like not be in the know for the first time? Because normally people drop like little map hints or little whatever, and they like to show off the product a little bit. But like Radiance keeps it like such a secret, and that's what I love the most.
Right, exactly. And like I think that's just something that we love to do, is like immerse everyone in it. Like, I think we just keep the fans and like once again like the cast from knowing a lot of things, just because these are really like gaggy twists and things that go on the season that I feel like you should be able to like experience firsthand. But Elijah, we need to talk about the elephant in the room, okay?
Okay.
Let's brace ourselves, okay? So we need to get into episode 4, which is the Let's Put Elijah Last gate. Let's like talk about that. Like, how was that whole? Okay, well, first of all, like, it got revealed to you. You know, you're all going to the challenge, and there's a chance to, you know, vote yourself in for the bounty, whatever. There's just so much thrown at you. Give me like your initial thoughts. Like, what was it like?
The problem wasn't necessarily that everyone was thrown into the challenge, because I'm going to be so serious. All I was so convinced that I was going to be like the first, second, maybe third person.
Well.
At least in the moment, it felt they were doing it under the guise of, oh, you're going to get picked later. Like, if Kimi or Abby or Nebula would have asked, like, hey, pick me, I would have done it in a heartbeat. I don't care what anyone else says. I don't care about being fair. These are my friends, and I'm prioritizing that first and foremost.
Yeah.
I'm prioritizing who I want to keep around me in this game, and those who are closest to me. And then when it got to that point, I was like, okay, that's over and done with. I have to rely on all these other people now who I already had chicken relationships. Corey, I was like, okay, I'm not sure. Nosha, I was sure, was not going to save me at all, especially because there was that random ass conversation that happened where Nosha thought that I was going to pick her when I had to try and get her in when I had the chance, and I was like, no. It was such a weird conversation to have. So I was like, okay, so Nosha's out the window, and so now I'm left with Dia, whom I have barely spoken with, and whom has tried to create an alliance with me at different points, but honestly, I just haven't gelled with them like that.
Yeah.
And then, who was the last one again? That's so shady. Oh my gosh.
It was Corey, right? Yeah.
No, it was fucking Chon.
Oh yeah, Chonch. We need to get into that because you're obviously close, or you were close, or whatever. You were close with, you know, Nebula, Abby, Kimmy on the season. When it was Abby's turn, she chose Chonch. Like, what was that like in the moment? Like, what was that for you?
Genuinely, I'm gonna be so serious. I muted myself for a bit and I went, what the fuck?
Stop. Oh my god, really?
Yes, oh no, I'm so serious. I like, because when she said challenge, I was like, okay. I muted myself and I went, what the fuck is wrong with her? So make note, 2 + 2 does not equal 4 in this scenario. Like,
there's an extra 2 because the government doesn't want you to know.
2 plus 2 equals 6. And let me tell you why equals 6. Because look at this. There are 2 2s. So therefore, there is an additional 2 that no one talks about because the
It was just something that was kind of just like gaggy to see you being thrown and thrown again, especially by people that I think we saw you work like pretty close with, like Kimmy, for example. Like you can tell that you guys up until that point were working like pretty well together, and then it's all of a sudden it's like you're just not getting favored by either side, especially your friends. Like I think it's just like a
Yeah.
very weird feeling. But like I think we see with some of that self-preservation you were saying and like some of that kind of like personal stuff, like kind of benefiting yourself with the vote. Even like you were the only one to vote against the bounty. Like I want to get more into that. Like what was the true like intention there? Like what was like the goal?
I mean, I didn't even know that, honestly. Did everyone else vote Nebula?
Yeah, everyone. Girl, it was a
Oh,
6
There's
vote and there
no
was one
way.
not.
I think when it came to the bounty, there was just really 2 things in my mind. Like, Nebula was like, okay, put on me and then you can all get an advantage. And I think the main thing for me, I was like, yes, it would be getting an advantage, but I didn't necessarily think that I needed it at that point.
Ooh, do tell.
Like, of course, advantages are nice, but I think that, like, for my last game, I wanted to play it clean. Like, I didn't want to like, unless it was like a betrayal and then I got voted in and then I had to do some shit like that, I didn't want to have to use any sort of advantage to try and save me or keep me out of the game. I wanted to do it by my own prowess.
I just
Yeah.
want to like know more about like now, let's say you were to like go back and like
Yeah.
do something different. What would you do different to kind of like, I guess, enjoy it better? I don't know.
Surprisingly, I think my answer would be that I would do absolutely nothing different.
Ooh.
Through the course of what my time was, would I have liked to survive past this episode? Yes. But I think that what I have gained from this season of Radiance the most was, I think it was a lot of professional prowess that I think I gained. It was especially from that moment that I realized that I took some things too personally at different points. And it took me a little bit to like be able to like back away from that and be like, okay, we're chill. Like, it's just me. Like, it's not that deep. But like,
Yeah.
I think Radiance taught me how to emotionally step back and how to like apply that in like a professional sense. I think that Radiance was a huge stepping stone in how I view my own personal experience in the real world today. So I don't think that I would do anything different, or else it would create a different byproduct of how my life looks now. And because of Radiance, I think that my life is really at a good point right now. I'm doing so much, I'm experiencing so much, and I'm really happy where I am with this point in my life, and I wouldn't alter any of it. And so although I would have liked for my Radiant experience to be longer, I think that my Radiant experience was definitely shorter for a reason, because although I wanted it to be my last ETN project and I wanted it to end on this big note and I wanted to win and I wanted to prove myself and everything, I think more of what I proved was the fact that it didn't necessarily matter about like getting to that ending, but it mattered about like being able to enjoy the process. And I think that it went the way that it did for a reason, and I'm very happy whatever that reason was.
Girl, the amount of Radiance merch with your quotes on it right now we're making, guys.
Oh,
Wow, like there's so much to unpack there. Like everything happens for a reason, and
Yeah.
you going home at this point and you doing what you did, I think it's all led up to a certain thing and like certain lessons to be learned. And I feel like it's a fair response. You really can't change much when a twist like that comes up. Like you really are kind of just stuck for fate. Also with that, it's like we want all of our cast members to keep everything like in the show and just like make sure that nothing's taken personal or like there's no hard feelings, because truly and honestly, it's just, this is art. This is just something that we want to, you know, involve everyone in and
Yeah.
just like have a good time. And I think you just, yeah, you know what to say. Like it's just,
Aw,
it's just
thank you.
amazing. Like it really is. And I think all the fans watching, like y'all should be taking notes, because what Elijah just said is perfect. Like that's what you need to be able to channel if you were to potentially be casted for the upcoming season of none other than World Tour, which me and my girl Tana are hosting. Yes,
World Tour.
World Tour, girl, that's coming up soon. So yeah, like if you do end up getting casted, like this is a message to you guys. Like take this from
Yeah.
someone who's done it twice. But yeah, Elijah, let's get into your outfit. We're gonna get into your outfit and your card and everything. Just
Oh my gosh.
the look. Let's get into the look. Like, let's get into the fashion, Elijah. Come on.
Let's get into the look.
Let's get into the look. So first of all, you get casted. You get to see the card. You get to see the look. What are the thoughts?
I mean, I actually really enjoyed it. It was giving a little bit like Roy from Escape the Night season 3, and I wasn't the biggest fan of him, so I was like, eek. But like at the same time, I felt like there was that own personal like element of my flair. I did heavily enjoy the look. I loved the color scheme, that red, white, and blue. I loved like the Americana aesthetic. It very much reminded me of, I guess, that early 1900s like circus traveling. Like, oh, there's gonna be a daredevil riding on that motorcycle riding through that stage, and then mixed with that like heavy Americana, Lana Del Rey, one for the money, two for the show aesthetic. That I think really tied it together.
Yeah, I'm so glad you liked it, and I think you hit it right on the head. Like, I think because a little nudge, I made the outfit. Yes, I did. I did. So I just wanted to like really encapsulate, like, because this season we obviously use like emojis and stuff, and it's represented by like America. Like, this is obviously set in like the South. So you know, I thought like we need one outfit at least to be like the flag personified, and it happened to be you. But I mean, it just fits so well. Like, even like the little details. Like, I think we had like a little star earring on your ear. Like,
oh yeah,
there were just little things that were so cute.
I'm giving Star Spangled Banner.
It is.
What's so proudly wave?
But now we're gonna get into the game segment of our show. Are you ready?
Okay.
Are you ready to play some games, Elijah?
Well, yes.
Well, yes. So, Elijah, we are gonna go back to episode 4 now. Obviously, there was an order made by one person at a time. You know, everyone got their little choice of like who they want to send in, whatever. But
Okay.
let's give it to you, Elijah.
Oh my gosh.
You are the game maker in this situation.
Okay.
You are going to line everyone up of this episode of who you would place where. Are you ready?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Are we
Are you
including
ready
myself
for
here?
this? Yes, girl. You can put your like. I think we know where you're gonna put yourself, but it's okay. Like, you can put
No.
yourself there.
No. I'll be very
Oh.
honest with it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm excited. So, Elijah, are you ready to place the girls?
Yeah.
Okay, Elijah, who are you placing first? Who's going
Okay.
first?
Kimmy.
Kimmy. Why Kimmy?
I think that Kimmy displayed such like an ability to really dominate and like weave her way through the conversations, be able to weave her way through each of the challenges, each of the tasks, each of the points. It's what I respect Kimmy for the most, because she truly is so smart. She is so intelligent. She is so talented at what she does, and it comes out in every single Escape the Night project that she's been in.
Yeah, okay, very that. Kimmy, she is a smart girl. She knows what she's doing. And
Well,
obviously,
yeah.
we saw in the episode, girl, she got the fastest time. So she clearly knows what she's doing.
She
so
clearly knows what she's doing.
That's first. So who is going after Kimmy?
Place Nebula there.
Okay, why Nebula?
I feel like it would be almost incorrect to place Nebula like any lower. Like, Nebula was also, correct me if I'm wrong, the first to go in, and then Nebula also killed it, and acts like he wasn't going to kill it.
Well, sorta, kinda.
Wait, I'm confused. What am I doing wrong? Girl, I'm gonna actually be able to complete this.
Okay, well, Elijah, who is going third?
Me.
Okay, why is Elijah going third? What's going on?
I think that I showed off so much just to get thrown in, and I was like, eek.
I know.
But even in the challenge, I didn't even do that bad. I was close.
You were close. You were. Yeah.
So, I think I should be put here.
Yeah, like, I think, like, fans, so, like, little insider, you guys didn't get to see, but episode 4 was a lot longer. Like, we had a couple more tasks that we had to cut out. Like, you saw, Elijah was going off in that task when they were all trapped, but we literally were like, this episode's going to be the longest, so we have to cut it down. So we never got to see. Elijah, that's you third, so who is going fourth?
I think I'll surprisingly enough put Corey here.
So that's Corey fourth. Now, who is going fifth?
I'll place Abby here.
Who is your sixth?
I think I'm gonna put No Shade.
Okay, so the last two, we have Chaunch and Dia. So the last one you choose will be competing and will be safe, and the one at the end will be dead. So who is your last pick? Who is going in?
Chaunch.
Okay, why Chonch and not Dia?
Because at the end of the day, Chonch still beat me.
Yeah, he did. No, he had one of the fastest times. So I mean,
No, even if Chonch didn't do much in the episode, like Dia and Chonch are very much at like, I think the same level when it comes to game and challenges.
like I don't know. Yeah, the Chonch, like he shocked me. He got the second fastest time actually, which is like
Oh
crazy.
yeah, I was like, oh okay.
But yeah, Elijah, that was the end of the roundup. So can we say goodbye together?
Yes.
3, 2, oh, so close. 3, 2, 1.
You'll never go just do it on repeat. Keep I'm 3, 6, 5, girl. Should we do it? Should we have a